Welcome to Big Z Sports and Claxon Communication play-by-play action. Be sure to subscribe to Big Z Sports on YouTube, follow Big Z Sports on Facebook, on Twitter @Big_Z Sports. For the best coverage of high school sports, there's only one Big Z Sports.
Welcome to the Rocket Center for today's game, the first game on this Sunday for the Conotton Valley Classic, all benefiting Braylon Novak. The 7-1 Massillon Tigers take on the 9-0 Linsly Cadets, with coverage brought to you by the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, WM Commercial Roofing, Novellis, and Altman Hospital. Welcome into the Wood Electric pregame show. I'm your play-by-play announcer, Chris Kale. Joining me in the PAC Drilling Mobile studio this afternoon is my man all night long, Shannon Thomas. And, of course, from Claxon Communications, the boss, Casey Claxon and Natalie Holbrook on the camera. And, Shannon, we get into our Wood Electric pregame show. We did get to go down and kind of speak with both head coaches, brought to you by Kime. We didn't get enough time. They got here a little bit late with the weather out there and stuff, that we were unable to get those interviews from them. But when we talked to head coach Josh Hose from the Massillon Tigers, he likes where his team's at. They had a bounce-back win Friday night against Boardman after their first loss of the season back on Tuesday.
Yeah, he's got a nice program going up there. We got to watch him down here last year. They played Dover, and that game went into overtime, and Dover ended up pulling it out. But he's got a lot of his players back, and one of those players he's got back is Chris Knight, who was a phenomenal athlete on the hardwood. And it's going to be interesting to see how this team goes up against a very talented and a very tall Linsly team.
Yeah, and speaking of Linsly, we did catch up with head coach Dave Wojcik in his fifth season from the Wheeling Linsly Cadets. And that interview, again, brought to you by Kime, that we didn't get to because they were a little bit late arriving. But Linsly, we asked him about their size. He said that's obviously a benefit, but his kids still need to rebound. And they need to not get boxed out. They got to get through those box outs, get those loose balls, hustle. But when you look at their starting lineup, they have nobody that is smaller than 6'1", and they only have two kids smaller than 6'1" on their roster.
Yeah, that's an outstanding, lineup that he has when you just look at it on paper. But like you said, you can have all the height in the world, but if you're not going to battle and get in there and box out for rebounds, all you're going to do is get yourself in foul trouble by trying to push and go over top of somebody. And as soon as you put the body on somebody's back, you're going to get called every time. So you got to be very fundamentally sound when you have that kind of height.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%, Shannon. This should be a good one. Linsly again comes in at 9-0, and Dave Wojcik in his fifth season. Thursday they defeated Dover. We know how good Dover is. 45-43. Will Taylor with 12 points. Nassif Luboa had 9 points off the bench for the Cadets. On Tuesday, they defeated Wheeling Central 62-53. They averaged 65.5 points per game. The Massillon Tigers, head coached by Josh Hose. Again, Friday, they defeated Boardman 70-25. After their first loss of the season back on Tuesday, they lost to Hoover 56-53. They averaged 77.4 points per game, 44% from the floor, 33% from three-point range, and 61% shooting from the free throw line. And, of course, I believe this is the first meeting between the two. Went back down through max preps and everything else. Couldn't find another meeting between Linsly and Massillon, so I think this is the first one.
And that's the nice thing about this Conotton Valley Classic. Some teams will play teams that they've never seen before and haven't even seen them on film because it's a new team and it's a new challenge.
And that's what's so cool about it, too, right? That's so cool having these tournaments. I mean, last year we were out here for the first annual Rocket Classic here at the Rocket Center, and everything going, obviously, to Braylon Novak and his family, that scholarship fund that they have for him. Of course, Braylon lost his life in an auto accident just down the road here a couple of years ago. And, again, our thoughts and prayers continue with the community out here, with Braylon's family and friends, and the same thing with the Tusky Valley community.
Yeah, and talking to some people about Novak. He was one of those kids that could come into a classroom and make everybody laugh and smile. And last year, some of the other things that they've done, and then with this Classic, they were able to give out 4 $1,000 scholarships to the Conotton Valley community for those kids that are going to go on to trade schools or on to college. And and that's how you keep somebody's memory alive. You continue to talk about him all the time and the great things that he did as a young man, and he'll continue to do in his memory.
Absolutely. We appreciate everybody out here at the Rocket Center at Conotton Valley High School, all the administration, everybody who takes care of everything here at the Rocket Center. We just appreciate everything, that everybody's done for us. Such a great hospitality coming out here. We got great food back here. Just, man, when you come here, you feel like you're home,
Yeah, Sammy Sue's, them and the Conotton Valley community teamed up to bring food out here this weekend for us, and they got it here just in time as we're getting ready to kick off this first game. So we got to sit here for the first game and announce this game while everybody else is eating that pulled pork and that macaroni and cheese and that smell coming out here. And luckily for me, I'm only doing one game today, so when my game's over, I get to go enjoy Sammy Sue's barbecue. You'll have to grab a quick bite, but you're right back on the air for the second game.
Yes, the second game, Garraway and Martins Ferry coming up. Myself and Travis McClellan will be with you. I have Joe on the sidelines as well. And let's get to our Niedenthal & Company keys to the game. For the Massillon Tigers, obviously they've got to box out. They've got to try and win the rebounding, win the rebounding battle between these two teams. They're undersized, but they've got to box out. They got to play at their tempo, and they cannot turn the ball over. When you look at Linsly, and they have to use their size advantage, right? They have that size advantage. Nobody under 6'1" in the starting lineup. Only 2 players under 6'1" on their roster. So they need to use that rebounding advantage and height advantage that they have. They need to make their foul shots. That's going to be very important for Linsly down the stretch. So those are your Niedenthal & Company keys to the game. This is the Wood Electric pregame show, wrapping things up. Chris Cale and Shannon Thomas getting ready for a good one. The 9-0 Linsly Cadets, the 7-1 Massillon Tigers from the Rocket Center. Game number 1 of the Conotton Valley Classic right after this on Big Z Sports and Claxon Communications.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. Or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes and teams good luck this winter.
Novelis Uriksville is the world leader in aluminum recycling, and they need you. They have immediate openings for general laborers, equipment operators, and various skilled trade positions. They'll start you at $22 per hour or higher. There are advancement opportunities, and Novelis offers industry-leading benefits. To apply or find out more, go to novelis.com/careers and search Uriksville. That's novelis.com/careers and search Uriksville. Novelis is an equal opportunity employer.
Are you neglecting your building's 5th wall? Did you know something as simple as a clogged drain can lead to a destructive roof leak? Protect your business assets with WM Commercial Roofing's Umbrella Care program. This program will provide you with regular maintenance surveys and repairs to extend the life of your roof. Invest in your business with our top quality materials, advanced techniques, and skilled craftsmanship. Are you ready for a reliable partnership? Visit our website, wmcommercialroofing.com, and follow us on Facebook and Instagram to learn more.
Altman is here for you, in your community, because you matter. We're proud to be the area's first and only independent health system. We are one team, joined together and committed to one mission, to lead our community to improved health. And we've always been here, dedicated to providing you with the very best in care, wellness, education, insurance, and more. For your community and for your family, Altman is always here for you.
This is RJ Jacobs from DAC Vitamins and Minerals. Did you know that DAC Vitamins and Minerals has more than 40 proven equine supplements that include daily multivitamins, joint, digestion, reproduction and fertility, calming, and many other specialty products, DAC also carries a complete line of livestock products called DAC Show Contender. Feed DAC vitamins and minerals to get the competitive edge in the show pen. We've been feeding champions since 1983.
In the rolling hills of Holmes County, we tend to do things a bit differently. At Kime, we're in the business of uncommon experiences, and we're here to care for your project like we care for our own. We believe that quality matters and want to help you get it right the first time, because your project deserves it. So visit Kime Home Center, your source and destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. Kime, built on trust since 1911.
Welcome back to the Rocket Center, game number 1 on this Sunday of the Rocket Classic. And it is time to get to our starting lineups again. We didn't have our Kime coaches courtside interviews today because both teams got here just a little bit late. But we are ready to go on time. Of course, our Niedenthal & Company keys to the game, we gave those to you before we honored America here at Conotton Valley High School. And now it's time for starting lineups. First, for the Linsly Cadets, they come in at 9-0, head coached by Dave Wojcik. D.R.A. Goodwin, the 6'7 junior, wears number 11, averages 8.9 points per game and 9 rebounds. Number 12, Will Taylor, 6'1 junior. He is their leading scorer, 15 points a game and 3 assists. Number 15, Nassif Luboa, 6'3 senior, averages 9.5 points per game and just shy of 5 rebounds. Number 20, Euros Petrosic, 6'9 junior. And at number 24, a 6'6 senior, Luka Keckman. Those are your starting lineups for Linsly. Shannon Thomas has Massillon.
Yeah, starting for the Massillon Tigers, number 0, Jalen Slaughter. He's a 6'1 junior, averaging 6 points per game and 4 rebounds. Number 1, Jadice Thigpen, 6'1 sophomore, averaging 14.6 points per game, 4.3 rebounds a game. Number 3, Chris Knight. He's a 6'1 junior, averaging 23 points a game, 5 rebounds. Number 22, Brady Manson, 6 foot junior, averaging 4.7 points a game. And Drayshawn Jackson wears number 23. He's a 6'3 senior, averaging just over 3 points a game.
All right, thank you very much, Shannon Thomas. Officials are on the floor, 8 minutes on the clock. Period number 1, game number 1 of the Conotton Valley Classic here on this Sunday. The Linsly Cadets wearing black uniforms, white numerals trimmed in orange, and the Massillon Tigers, the home team on the scoreboard. They're wearing the home whites with black numerals trimmed in orange.
Battle of the orange and black teams today.
Yes, we do.
Familiar with those colors.
Yes, we do. Getting ready to jump it up is Deshaun Jackson and D.R.A. Goodwin, and Linsly will come out with the basketball. So Linsly will start with it. Will Taylor wears number 12. He is their leading scorer and their point guard. Taylor being hounded out front by Jadis Thigpen. Good defense by Massillon. Nassif Luboa has it. Swinging around. D.R.A. Goodwin now on the left wing. Luka Keckman. Quickly moving the ball around are the Linsly Cadets. 3-point shot on the way by Goodwin. Off the rim, no good. And it's going to go out of bounds to the Massillon Tigers.
Yeah, nice job by Massillon right there. Defense making them move that ball around the perimeter on the outside for Linsly. They couldn't find anybody cut and ended up taking a long shot.
Linsly doing a good job of staying patient, looking for a good shot. Bringing the ball across the timeline. Jadis Thigpen, the 6'1 sophomore, averages just over 14.5 a game for the Tigers. This is Chris Knight. Pull-up jumper off the back of the glass and no good. Rebounded by Nassif Luboa. And Luboa's going to turn it over. First turnover for the Cadets ends up in a missed reverse layup for Massillon, but they keep possession. Shot up. Thought it was going to be a shot there as I looked down.
Fakes you out.
Yeah, Drayshawn Jackson totally faked me out. Good ball fake there by him. Slaughter has it. 3-point shot is no good and rebounded by Goodwin. Goodwin will bring it across the timeline, give it up to Taylor. Taylor going to travel in the lane. A nice find underneath. And the score for Euros Petrosic. Quickly the other way, the Massillon Tigers get a leak out by Chris Knight. And there's the athleticism you were talking about by Knight.
Yeah, Knight he's a phenomenal athlete to watch. And everything he does, he looks like he's in slow motion.
Keckman with the pull-up jumper, thought about the three, and it was rebounded there by Jackson. He'll bring it across the timeline on the far side for Massillon. Tied it 2. 2 minutes gone by here in quarter number 1 between Massillon and Linsly. 3-point shot on the way for the Tigers is no good by Jada Stigpen. And rebounded by Linsly. Coming the other way quickly is Keckman. He'll travel it in and score.
Yeah, nice transition right there by Linsly to get that ball, get down the court quick, and was able to find Keckman, and he got the bucket.
Luka Keckman, the 6'6 senior, with the score. There's Thigpen again. Shot a little wild, a little out of control for the Tigers. Quickly coming the other way is Luboa, and he'll lay it in. Nassif Luboa, the 6'3 senior, averages 9.5 a game. Puts Linsly up 6-2.
Yeah, both these teams get up and down the court pretty fast offensively.
You think?
So somebody's going to have to do some transitional defense adjustments to slow down the pace.
Good screen there by Mason. But Thigpen unable to get anything to work. This is Drayshawn Jackson, and he'll give it back to Mason. Mason will reset it with Slaughter. Slaughter between the circles. Left wing, Thigpen. And has it almost taken away. Good recovery by Thigpen. They go underneath to Knight. And
Keckman's going to pick up his first foul, I believe.
Keckman or Goodwin? Yeah, it was Keckman. So good job there by Knight. Really good job by Jada Stigpen there to, almost lost the basketball, got it back, and was able to recover and find Knight underneath. So Knight's first shot from the First Federal Community Bank foul line is no good.
Both of these teams are playing really good half-court defense. They're scoring their points on the transition, and that could be a big thing here going as this game goes on.
So Chris Knight, a 67% free throw shooter. His second shot from the First Federal Community Bank foul line is good, so he splits the pair. Massillon trails 6-3. Full court pressure and leaking out is Petrosic, and he dribbled it off his foot.
He was looking for his teammate that was going to be cutting down the paint, seeing the two defensive guys crashing. He took his eyes off the ball for a second and then just dropped it on his foot and rolled it out of bounds.
Second Linsly turnover. As Massillon will bring it across the timeline. Chris Knight has it between the circles. Now goes to his left. Looking. Good defense out of Luka Keckman. Here's Drayshawn Jackson. Jackson at the foul line. Will give it back top of the key to Jada Stigpen, and they'll reset. The 6'1 sophomore has it left wing. He'll travel down the lane, pull up jumper at the foul line, barely grazes the rim, and Euros Petrosic with the rebound for Linsly. Good trap defense out of Massillon, and all the way the other way was Will Taylor. Looked like he was a little out of control. Somehow got it off the glass and scored.
Out of control, got it in control.
Yes, he did. Three-point shot was no good in the corner, but a nice offensive rebound by Drayshawn Jackson wouldn't go. Rebounded by Petrosic.
Petrosic on his fourth rebound so far that I have him for.
Will Taylor has it baseline, almost lost it. Good defense. Taylor has the nice find to Goodwin, and he's going to be fouled.
Yeah, I think they're going to get Jada Stigpen on that one.
Not happy is head coach Josh Hose of the Massillon Tigers at the other end. Took him a little while to give the basketball to the official. Did you see that?
Well, that's how you can get your point across. You can hold the game piece.
Yeah, you're not getting us back till you hear what I got to say.
Yeah, and the official down there with his hands on his hips keeps looking over there. I don't think he was happy with the way it went.
No, I think it feels like morning here, even though it's 1 o'clock. Shot from the First Federal Community Bank foul line by D.R.A. Goodwin is good for Linsly. So their first trip to the First Federal Community Bank foul line here this afternoon. 9-3, Linsly in front. 3:41 to play first quarter.
Ruben Salazar checked in for Linsly.
Thank you for that. Second shot is good. So Linsly, D.R.A. Goodwin makes both at the foul line. 7-point lead for the Cadets. 3:37 to play first quarter. Nice find and a score. The hoop and the harm for Xavier Williams.
Yeah, that was a nice find right there by Knight.
Chris Knight, yeah.
Got it in there, got the bucket. That's huge right there because they were falling behind pretty quick.
They put the score wrong there, but that's okay. They'll get it right. Second shot is up and good. Or I'm sorry, the and one is up and good. So it's, there we go. Now we got the score. Score's getting right now. It should be 6 up there. So 10-6, I believe, should be the score. And another turnover for Linsly. So Massillon has it the other way. Williams has it on the baseline. He'll get it out of trouble. 3-point shot by Keys is up and no good. Tried to follow his rebound. Man, this Massillon team is scrappy. Xavier Williams off the bench, kicks it to Knight for 3. Chris Knight finds the bottom from the corner, and that cuts the Linsly lead to 1.
Yeah, and Chris Knight averaging 23 points a game. You don't want to let him stand out there and give him a free shot. He'll knock it down every time.
Should be 10-9 on the scoreboard. Linsly with the basketball. They'll find Goodwin underneath. Goodwin has it. They'll kick it back out. 3-point shot on the way by Vaisbach is no good, and rebounded by Mason of the Tigers. Jadis Thigpen now stops at the foul line. A little jab step, travels down left side of the lane. Shot up no good. The size of Linsly affected that shot right there.
Yeah, he thought he had a free shot.
And an easy lay-in at the other end for Ruben Salazar, the 6'7 junior. And the size starting to come into play for Linsly.
Yeah, Linsly can crash the boards pretty easy, but they can also make you alter your shots, and they're starting to make things look a little easy right at the moment.
So Thigpen thought about the 3-point shot over Luboa. Probably wouldn't have been a good idea. Luboa almost pulled the chair out from underneath him there. He gets the rebound on the missed shot, and Linsly quickly comes the other way. Here's Goodwin, off the rim, no good, but he's going to head to the foul line. Just couldn't get that one to drop, but he had the harm. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, I think they're going to get Brady Manson on that foul.
So heading to the line with 1:44 to play is DRE Goodwin, the 6'7 junior. Shot is up and good. So sitting 3 for 3 early on from the First Federal Community Bank foul line are the Linsly Cadets. And look, you got to make your foul shots.
Yeah, I was at a basketball game the other day. Team lost by 6 points, but going into the fourth quarter, they were 1 of 11 from the foul line, and that makes a big difference.
Yeah, it does. Shot is up and good for Linsly. So perfect 4 for 4. They have the 14-9 lead. Massillon back with the basketball. Manson has it out front. Almost threw it away. Good recovery there by Williams. Now being a little sloppy with the basketball, Isaiah Lamp, but he recovers it. Lamp, a little jab step. He'll travel down the lane. He'll have the kick out to Terrell Keys. Keys, a little bit of contact by Luboa there, and the rebound by Goodwin. Will Taylor will bring it up, and he'll turn it over. 4th Linsly turnover. Massillon with no turnovers. Kick in the corner. 3-point shot on the way, no good, and rebounded by Luboa. Massillon took it away. And around the mid-court stripe, so good hustle out of Massillon as they trail by 5. And Manson has it swatted away by DRE Goodwin.
Yeah, the thing is, Linsly's getting the rebounds. They're securing it, but I think they're trying to push it so fast that they're turning it over before they get to half court. They're probably going to have to adjust their pace a little bit once they get the defensive rebound and maybe bring it up a little bit slower.
So got some substitutions for.
Yeah, Luca Keckman back in for Linsly.
48.3 to go. Went off Luboa's leg on the inbound. So Slaughter inbounding once again. He'll get it in to Giorgio Jackson Jr. Here's Knight. Knight will travel the foul line. From right to left, he'll hand it off to Slaughter. Slaughter off the window and scores. Jalen Slaughter, the 6'1 junior, gets that one to go. And that cuts the lead to 16-11. 21 seconds to play. Linsly with the basketball. 14-11. And three-point shot on the way. Luka Keckman, the 6'6 junior, knocks that, or 6'6 senior, knocks that one in. Almost a bucket at the other end for Massillon. They couldn't get it to go. 3 seconds. 2. Here is Taylor to Keckman. Off the window and scores. Luka Keckman with the three-point shot in the lay-in. And it's 19-11 at the end of the first quarter. I can't keep up, Shannon. I'm winded.
Yeah, they're pretty fast right there. And the Massillon coach wants a goaltending because Linsly kid's hand grabbed the net as they went through. And by rule, that is goaltending. And they kind of just blowed him off.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout. We'll be back right after this with Claxon Communications and Big Z Sports.
TMK Valley Propane is embracing remote tank monitors. Are you tired of going outside to check your propane tank or forget to order your propane on time? TMK Valley Propane now provides reliable remote tank monitoring technology. Let TMK Valley Propane take the worry away, provide timely delivery, and never run out of propane again. Thank you for your trust in TMK Valley Propane.
All the way with TMK, service with a personal touch.
Welcome back to the Rocket Center. Conotton Valley High School. Chris Gale, Shannon Thomas here with you in an up-and-down, quick first quarter as the Linsly Cadets have the 19-11 lead. That timeout between quarters brought to you by the Cush Financial Group. And Shannon, up and down they go between the battle of the Orange and Blacks here at the Rocket Center.
Yeah, it's very fast pace game going on here, and not so much in the transitional defense. All the points have really been scored off of, quick outs. The half-court defense has been phenomenal, but transitional defense needs a little bit of adjustment.
So Massillon will start quarter number 2 with the basketball. Chris Knight, the 6'1 junior, has it at the elbow. The shot up off the window and good. Probably could have called goaltending there by D.R.E. Goodwin as well as he hit the glass, but nonetheless, the shot went in. 19-13, Linsly in front, Massillon in full court pressure. Here is Luboa, has the nice find. They'll swing it around. Goodwin for 3, shot up off the rim, no good. Luboa with the rebound, back to Goodwin. Goodwin, the Euro step, and he's going to get called for it. That's the 5th Linsly turnover. No turnovers for Massillon so far.
No, Massillon's done a nice job handling the ball. They just got to find a way to finish it.
So bringing it up the near side is Jadis Thigpen, and he'll hand it off to Knight. Knight at the foul line. The jumper is good. No, it's not good. It did everything but go down there for Knight. He can't buy a bucket here in the first half.
You gave him the Chris Kale kibosh right there.
I did. It rattled around, looked like it was going to go through, and it popped out. Sorry, Chris, I kiboshed you there. Nice drive there, and he's going to pick up the foul. Jadis Thigpen going to head to the line. Good move and a drive for the Massillon Tigers from Thigpen.
Yeah, Luboa going to get nailed for the foul right there.
So again, with the everything resetting between quarters for the fouls, that was the first team foul. Jadis Thigpen, a 72% free throw shooter. His first shot is no good. So 2 for 4 are the Massillon Tigers from the First Federal Community Bank foul line. Luboa going to take a seat. Will Taylor back in for Linsly. Second shot from Thigpen with 7:02 to play here in the first half is off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Goodwin. So another miss for Massillon at the foul line, and they trail 19-13. Linsly with the basketball and the 5-point lead. 7-point lead. 6-point lead. It's my Dover math again. I'm done. I'm done adding today. Casey's down there laughing. All right, Massillon back with the basketball. Thigpen has it. A little fake and spin in the lane. Shot up off the window, no good. Going to be rebounded by Will Taylor. A lot of contact there. In the leak out by Keckman, and he missed the bunny at the other end. Chris Knight will scoop up the loose ball, and he'll bring it back on the offensive side for Massillon. He'll swing it over in the corner to Drayshawn Jackson. Jackson dribbling back out front. Now they'll reset with Slaughter. And now back to Thigpen. Massillon quickly into the lane. Thigpen shot up off the rim, no good. And rebounded by Salazar. And another turnover for Linsly. Here is Knight. Knight, the Euro step off the window and scores. Finally went down for Chris Knight there. Knight has 7. Seems like he should have about 15. And now it's a 4-point game, I think. 19-15, Linsly in front. Vaisbach has it for the Linsly Cadets. Take a drive to the left. Good defense by Jackson. Here's Salazar, and he's going to be fouled.
They're calling it on the floor. He didn't get up off the floor, but Thigpen's going to pick up a second foul.
Checking back in for the Massillon Tigers. Xavier Williams back in, and Terrell Keys as well. So inbounding is Will Taylor for Linsly. Gets it into Goodwin. Goodwin's been very active in the first half. And almost another turnover for the Linsly Cadets. They've got 6. Massillon with nothing. Good defense by Massillon there.
Yeah, Goodwin, he's a 6'7" junior, and he's got a nice frame to him, too. A lot of times you get kids pushing 6'7", and they don't have the broad body, and he's got a nice build to him. He's going to be a good asset for another year.
Yeah, a good asset for another year and for probably somebody in college in the near future. Will Taylor has it stripped away. Nice defense by Keys. Keys to the rack. The reverse layup, no good. And rebounded by Vaisbach. Vaisbach got a lot of contact in the backcourt. No foul as they'll swing it around. Here's Goodwin, 3-point shot. Off the front of the rim, no good. And rebounded by Manson. Back and forth they go, 19-15. Massillon in front. And the first Massillon turnover of the basketball game. Linsly back with it, 19-15. Vaisbach down the lane. The little floater is good from Jonah Vaisbach.
Speed picking up again. They slowed down for about 20 seconds.
Chris Knight in the lane, and that one falls. Chris Knight starting to feel it a little bit when he drives to the basket. Going to need more out of that from the young man here as the game moves on. Quickly the other way, and the miss at the other end is Salazar. Missed the bunny, and you just can't have that if you're Linsly.
Yeah, you had an opportunity right there to pull away a little bit and just not paying attention. Missed a short one.
Halfway through quarter number 2. Massillon back on the offensive end. Knight, good offense there, knocking it off of Keckman and out of bounds right at the scorer's table. And now some substitutions. Zane Kustovic comes in for Linsly. Sorry. So Zane Kustovic in for Linsly for the first time. And Massillon with the basketball. Linsly leads by 4. Shot up off the window, no good for Xavier Williams, and it's rebounded by Linsly. Almost turned over. Luboa has it on the right wing. They'll swing it around, and a wide open 3-point shot for Luka Keckman. And Keckman has 10 early on. Shot by Knight is no good. A lot of contact. No foul. Josh Hose is not happy at this end. And it's 24-17. Linsly in front.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be one of these games. I think it's going to come down late in the fourth quarter to who has legs left. Because the way these two teams are playing right now, somebody's going to make mistakes as they get tired.
And Linsly's size definitely bothering the Massillon Tigers right now. Luboa trying to get around the double team in the backcourt. He does. He travels down the lane, off the window, no good. They're going to call a blocking foul. And Manson slaps the floor and almost got slapped with a tee right there.
Yeah, and Manson had his feet set, and at the last second tried to shove over to the left a little bit, and it was clearly a block. He should have just stood still.
And Luboa did a nice job of moving as well.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It was a good drive from Luboa, probably the best drive we've had out of him all day long so far. His first shot is good at the First Federal Community Bank foul line. And again, 5 for 5 are the Linsly Cadets. 3:15 to play, 25-17. Looking to push that lead to 9 is Laboa, and does. So perfect at the foul line are the Linsly Cadets, and that was one of those, Neatonthal and Company keys to the game was making your foul shots.
Yeah, I mean, they're free points, right? They're letting you go there. You can stand there, get set, make the shot.
So 3:09 to play, first half. Massillon shot up, no good. There by Jackson Jr. And leaking out the other way. Good find, good offense there by the Linsly Cadets. And I don't have a number 2 on my roster, do you?
Yeah, it's Jackson Murray, 6'2", sophomore.
Jackson Murray for Linsly? They didn't send that to me. Okay, Jackson Murray. All right, well, Jackson Murray gets on the board. It pushes the lead to 11. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. We'll be back right after this from the Rocket Center.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. For the past 30 years, the residents in and around Tuscarawas County have made the call to the realtors and staff at McInturf Realty for buying and selling of residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community, and in all those communities, there's nothing better than high school basketball. For myself and all the agents and staff at McInturf Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season, and make the call to McInturf Realty at 330-364-SOLD, or find us online at McInturfRealty.net.
Welcome back to the Rocket Center. We're not doing any more Dover math. We're not doing any more adjustments to the rosters. I think we're set now. Thank you, Shannon, for that.
Yeah, I think I'm getting my score sheet all messed up here, too. So, thankfully, Jolie Herman, as most people know her as Mama J, is out here doing stats for the whole tournament. So, I'm going to have to go get a stat sheet off of her at halftime to make sure things are correct.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. And a three-point shot by Jackson Murray is no good and out of bounds. For some reason, Jackson didn't show up on my roster, but we got a timeout on the floor. We'll keep it right here. 2:38 to play, 28-17. Linsly in front, using their size as an advantage. They're leaking down the floor. Really good job of making sure they get their outlets running down the floor on a turnover.
Yeah, and that's what you got to do. I mean, I keep saying that word, transitional, and that's what you got to do. Somebody's got to get back on defense, but they're doing a nice job getting down the court, finding the open guys. And defense is going to have to come into play somewhere along the lines if you want to stop the bleeding.
So Massillon with only 2 turnovers, but, a lot of missed shots at this end for the Massillon Tigers, and that has led into, players leaking out for the Linsly Cadets down the floor and getting the fast break 2-on-1 opportunities at the other end.
And the thing with Massillon, these easy shots are missed is because of the height of Linsly.
Yes.
They're trying to go inside. And you're just really going to have to go and put your body on them and see if you can get a foul.
So Laboa has it, top of the circle. He'll swing it around to Vaisbach. And a nice find underneath in the lane. Double team, stripped and turned over. Good job by Massillon. Coming the other way is Slaughter off the rim, no good. They get the tip-out rebound, and it comes out to Keys, and Massillon will reset.
Yeah, nice job by Maverick Clark, number 33. He checked in for Massillon. He got the steal down there and then got the tip-out rebound right here, knocked it out to his teammate to keep the drive alive.
And a turnover for Massillon, only their third. Luboa has it, gives it off to Jackson, and good defense.
Yeah, Isaiah Lamp got down there quick, was able to knock the ball out of bounds.
Good defense by Lamp. He leaked out real quick after the turnover, and he stopped that fast break for Jackson Murray. Murray will inbound it in for Linsly. Getting it underneath to Salazar. Back out, a little high-low game. 3-point shot by Murray finds the bottom. 31-17. Linsly in front. Massillon back with the basketball, trying to stop the bleeding here in the first half with 1:45 to go. Isaiah Lamp has it. Almost had it turned over. Maverick Clark gives it off. And Slaughter was fouled.
Oh, getting Murray on that one. I thought they were going to call the foul on Kustovich.
Yeah.
But he didn't do anything. He just stood there like a brick wall.
Yeah.
So
and and Slaughter bounced off of him like he was made of rubber.
So they got Murray on the reach from behind.
So Slaughter does get the inbound into Williams. Williams has it right wing, gets the screen from Jackson. Jackson gets it back. Now they'll swing it around. Jackson Jr. Giorgio Jackson Jr. is going to turn it over for Massillon. Their fourth first half turnover. They didn't have anything in the first quarter. And now starting to pile up just a little bit as they have 4 here in the second. So Linsly will break the press from Massillon. They'll get it into the front court. Luboa has it on the right wing. Luboa, a little crossover dribble into the lane. That's going to be a charge. No doubt about it that time.
And you know it's a charge when you see both officials blow the whistle. One guy's calling charge, the other one was in the process, and he's like, oh, he's already got it.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's how long he was camped out down there.
Yeah, Drayshawn Jackson, the 6'3 senior, took that charge. And Massillon just can't get nothing to go at this end of the floor. And maybe the switch of sides will help them in the second half.
Yeah, and I noticed Chris Knight's been on the bench for a long period of time right now, so Massillon trying some different things.
Hopefully everything's all right with him. Williams has it. He'll dribble into the lane with the left hand. The little turnaround, find underneath. A nice shot by Jackson Jr. is up, no good. He couldn't get it to go, and Massillon just can't buy a bucket right now. The size really affecting things for the Tigers.
Yeah, and Salazar, he does a nice job underneath. He just stands straight up and down and just spins around. And you're not going to get him for a block or a blocking foul.
So Jackson Murray has it. He'll give it out to Vaisbach. Vaisbach with it. Trying to kill some time here with 20 seconds to play in the first half. 31-17, Cadets in front. Playing for the last shot. Vaisbach has it. Dribbles to the three-point line. Gives back off to Taylor. The junior leading scorer has it for Linsly. 6 seconds and 5. Shot up off the rim, off the window, and good by Will Taylor. And Will Taylor will put Linsly up 33-17 at the half. And, man, I'll tell you what, it was back and forth. Size definitely matters when it comes to the Linsly Cadets today here at the Rocket Center.
Yeah, and they do a nice job with their size. They do all the right things fundamentally. You don't get yourself in bad situations. I mean, it's great. It's halftime here, and Linsly is still huddled up out here on the court. They're going to have a little meeting before they head downstairs to the locker room. And Massillon has done a lot of things right, but the size of Linsly down here on defense is kind of hurting their layups and their little bunny shots. And when you can't get the stuff to fall from the outside, you need to make those, shots inside.
Yeah, and they just aren't. Massillon just not getting the shots to go. Like I said, maybe the switch of sides will change the momentum and change things, change the view of things. And this is a little bit different of a place to play, right? When you're here, it almost reminds you with the room on the baseline and the track up above, it almost kind of reminds you of the Convo a little bit shooting-wise when you're looking at the basket. It's kind of out there by itself.
Yeah, it's out there by itself, and there's so much room. And sometimes when you're running the floor trying to get open, that wide baseline, sometimes you tend to think you got more room, and then you're going to run out of bounds, and then your offensive timing is completely off.
So we have reached the DAC Vitamins and Minerals halftime show. Adam Sweski just gave us some stats. When we return, we'll go over those stats back after this on Big Z Sports and Claxon Communications from the Rocket Center.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. For the past 30 years, the residents in and around Tuscarawas County have made the call to the realtors and staff at McInturf Realty for buying and selling of residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community, and in all those communities, there's nothing better than high school basketball. For myself and all the agents and staff at McInturf Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season, and make the call to McInturf Realty at 330-364-SOLD or find us online at McInturfRealty.net.
Jeff Wallach LLC is a family-owned and operated company proudly serving greater Northeast Ohio and surrounding communities for over 25 years. We specialize in vinyl siding, replacement windows and doors, gutters, downspouts, and much more. We provide quality service regardless of the size or scope of the project. Our crews are reliable, respectful, and mindful of a safe work environment. Jeff Wallach LLC is certified by the Better Business Bureau. Call today and discover how we can assist you in making your vision a reality.
This is Carly Mills. At First Federal Community Bank, our mission is to empower the financial well-being of our community one person at a time. Through integrity and quality, we earn the trust of our customers and exceed their expectations. First Federal Community Bank, investing in our community since 1898. Serving your banking needs in Dover, New Philadelphia, Yorksville, Sugar Creek, Berlin, and Mount Hope. First Federal Community Bank, member FDIC.
Cush Financial Group has been proudly serving the financial needs of local community members for over 35 years. The team at Cush Financial follows an industry-leading service model with the unique approach and fiduciary responsibilities associated with their board-certified financial planner. With over 75 years of combined experience, the advisors at Cush Financial Group are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Contact the office at 330-308-8700 or visit cushfinancial.com to schedule your free consultation today. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Independent Capital Company Incorporated, member FINRA, SIPC.
Do you hunt, fish, sew, or have a hobby that you would like to share with someone? Hi, this is Noah Sugg with Big Brothers Big Sisters, and we are faced with our biggest commitment in matching 56 littles with bigs. We will match a little with you that shares the same interests and enjoys the same things, so you can do what you enjoy and change the life of a little at the same time. To learn more, we ask you call 339-6916 or visit bigs4kids.com/volunteer. Thank you.
The certified public accountants at Niedenthal & Company believe in the value of relationships. Niedenthal & Company has been in business for over 50 years in your community, helping individuals and businesses grow. Niedenthal & Company can help manage and prepare your payroll, plan your estate, and prepare your business and personal income taxes. Stop into the Niedenthal facility on North Wooster Avenue in Dover and become a valued client today.
Sammy Sue's Barbecue on Front Street in Dover offers a menu full of house-smoked meats, including choices like ribs, chicken, steak, and pork. Sammy Sue's takes pride in knowing that everything on the menu is made fresh in their kitchen with the freshest ingredients. Sammy's also offers a variety of specials all week long, including the popular wing nights every Tuesday and Thursday. Find Sammy Sue's Barbecue on Facebook for a full list of daily specials and everything they have to offer.
Welcome back to the Rocket Center, our DAC Vitamins and Minerals halftime show. And somebody down there eating our Sammy Sue's barbecue. And, it looks good. It smells good. And we're going to have to get us some of that as Casey Claxon eating that over there at our halftime break. And I definitely want to get some. So let's go over our stats here at halftime. The Massillon Tigers with 4 first-half turnovers. Linsly with 8. From the First Federal Community Bank foul line, Massillon 2 for 5 at 40%. Linsly 6 for 6 at 100%. As they have the 33-17 lead here at the Rocket Center at halftime in game number 1. And Shannon, I know you have the individual stuff.
Yeah, for Massillon, all the scoring has come through Chris Knight. He's got 12 points and 2 rebounds, and he spent most of the time on the bench in the second quarter.
Yeah, he did.
And then Xavier Williams got 3 points, and Jalen Slaughter's only got 2 points. So, don't know if Knight has got an injury going on or something's going on with him, but he spent a lot of time on the bench. And then with Linsly, it's been Luka Keckman with 10 points. He's just hit a couple three-pointers and did everything. And then D.R.A. Goodwin, Will Taylor, and Nassif Luboa's got 4 points each. But Lubo has been crashing the boards. He's got 5 big rebounds.
Yeah, he does. And Keckman's been real good. The 6'6 senior has for the Linsly Cadets. Petrosic has done a good job. Luboa, Will Taylor, D.R.A. Goodwin. Salazar has given them good minutes off the bench in the lane. Weisbach as well. This team, Jackson Murray off the bench. This team is it is as advertised at 9-0.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very good team. And just so you don't feel bad about the Jackson Murray, Mama J, who does a fantastic job with stats, she sent me a text. She don't know who number 2 is for Linsly, so I had to text her. She's like, it wasn't on the roster that was sent to me. So maybe you and her got sent the same roster, and I got a different one. But hopefully mine's right.
So I'm gonna just go ahead and tell on myself. I actually gave Mama J my roster, and she copied it. So that's why she doesn't have Jackson Murray. So Mama J, tell Mama J that I apologize, but I didn't have it.
Yeah.
So
we'll be able to tell Mama J because she'll come up here in between games and get some of that sensational Sammy Sue's barbecue behind us.
And again, thinking about Braylon Novak here, every time we come out to the Rocket Center, this Conotton Valley Classic, in honor of him, they've got a table set up out there. I posted the picture on our social media channel, or on our social media page, I should say. And, Braylon was a football player, a basketball player, a great kid. And he lost his life not even a mile down the road here from Conotton Valley High School back, to be 3 years ago coming up this summer. And they had the first annual Conotton Valley Classic last year. For him, they gave away a lot of good scholarships and stuff. Man, it's a great thing. They want to make it an annual thing. Let people remember Braylon, talk about Braylon when they're out here, and remember what a great kid he was for such a great cause.
Yeah, and if you're watching the live stream today and you were unable to make it out here and you want to make some type of donation to help with that Novak Scholarship Fund, reach out to the Conotton Valley School District. They'll get you pointed in the right direction. They'll get you to who's ever in charge of that, and it's helping his memory live on through giving to other students.
Yep, absolutely. Braylon Novak Memorial Scholarship Fund, and they do such a great job with that here at Conotton Valley High School. Again, a beautiful Rocket Center. Bill Love and Eddie Marsh taking care of things here for us, and we appreciate everybody here at Conotton Valley High School, all the administration and everybody that's the volunteers and the parents and everybody out here has done such a great job the last 2 years with this event. And can't wait to keep this going and continuing to grow it here.
Yeah, there's a lot of teams that have been here the last 2 days, a lot of fans coming in and out. They're feeding all the teams and the coaches and all the volunteers. And I've seen, volleyball coaches walking around, boys and girls basketball coaches, the football coaches. There's a lot of people, some parents are out here, everybody volunteering their time to make this happen. So thank you to the Conotton Valley School District for your hospitality.
Absolutely. I think Martin's Ferry has just arrived. And, the Garraway Pirates take on the Martins Ferry Purple Riders coming up here in game number 2 right here on our YouTube live stream. It'll be a different live stream, but if you just search WTUZ Big Z Sports like you're watching right now, you can watch that game coming up at 3 o'clock. So that's the end of our DAC Vitamins and Minerals halftime show. We're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, second half between Linsly and Massillon right after this on Big Z Sports.
Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has just what you're looking for, so your athlete has the best gear for the sports they play. Dumont's has a large apparel selection and can handle your customized screen printing as well as embroidery for your team or business. For sporting goods and for all your apparel needs, Dumont Sporting Goods in Dover and Canton has everything you want to play and look your best.
Welcome back to Conotton Valley High School. Second half underway between Linsly and Massillon. Linsly with the 33-17 lead, and quickly a steal. Exactly what they need from Drayshawn Jackson. And the shot is good. Little goaltend at that end, but it went through anyway.
I think the goaltend helped it go with because I think it was going to come off the side of the rim, and he knocked it in for him.
And Massillon with 2 quick turnovers in the first 10 seconds of the ball game. Jackson's shot was no good. The offensive rebound by Thigpen. Thigpen in the lane, a lot of contact off the window, no good. Rebounded by Manson. Manson had that one. He'll give off to Knight. He's back on the basketball floor. And now slowing things up just a little bit, Drayshawn Jackson and 2 quick Linsly turnovers. Here in the first minute of the basketball game. First minute of the second half as Thigpen gets the fall-away shot to go in, and it's 33-21 now.
Well, just like you said, maybe the change of the floor would help him, and right now it has. And look at this defense by Jalon Slaughter right there. They finally got the ball across the court.
First minute gone by in the second half. Linsly with the basketball. Swinging in the corner. Keckman had it. He'll give it out to Luboa. Luboa off the glass and scores. Nice drive by Nassif Luboa. And Massillon quickly the other way. Jadis Thigpen, and they're going to call the charge on him. Will Taylor stepped in and took the charge there for Linsly.
Yeah, Linsly does a nice job when they get their feet set. They're just going to camp out there, and he kind of lowered the shoulder a little bit, and that'll get you every time.
So Luboa has it. He'll get it in, break the press of the Massillon Tigers. And now they'll slow things up. Will Taylor has it. Man-to-man defense from the Massillon Tigers. Definitely have turned up the pressure here as they trail by 14. Luboa finds D.R.A. Goodwin. Goodwin working down on the low block. He's double teamed. He'll get it back out to Luboa, and they'll swing it around. Keckman has it. Keckman with the nice find to Petrosic. The ball went out of bounds, and a third Linsly turnover. Linsly already with double-digit turnovers here early in the third quarter.
Yeah, and that's one thing that they didn't do in that first half, and a lot of that's to do with Massillon, ramping up the defense right now. I'm sure that their coaches made some big adjustments at halftime to see if they can finish it off.
Thigpen gets it into Knight. Knight on the left wing. He'll travel in the lane. Shot up, no good. Got his own rebound. Second shot is up and affected there by D.R.A. Goodwin's height. And we talk about the size of Linsly. It's affecting these Massillon Tigers.
And Luboa with another rebound. He just keeps crashing the boards.
The leading scorer, Will Taylor, had that one rattle around and no good. And a rebound for Drayshawn Jackson. Massillon quickly the other way. 3-point shot by Knight finds the bottom. Hopefully Chris Knight gets sparked by that one. Despite his 12 points, he should probably be in the 20s right now if he would have got some of the little runners to go.
Yeah, and actually the scoreboard is wrong. He had 12 at halftime, so that runs him up to 15 now.
So the shot fake for Keckman as he travels into the lane, gets out to Luboa. Luboa, the ball fake, off the window and couldn't get it to go. Knight's going to have the rebound. Here comes Chris Knight. Thought about pulling up from three. He gets the floater and scores. 35-26, back to single digits. Massillon definitely on a run in the first 3 minutes, and another turnover for Linsly.
Yeah, that ball, they tried to get it over to Luboa, and Knight got in there and got a hand on it, and then it went off on Luboa and went out of bounds.
So checking in Isaiah Lamp for the Massillon Tigers, and I think, Xavier Williams checked in as well. So Xavier Williams, a 5'10 freshman, giving them a lot of good minutes. He's got a good build, too, for a basketball player. Does number 21 wearing white.
Yeah, and you got to like it as a freshman. When you get valuable playing minutes for a program like Massillon, going against a team like Linsly, you can learn on everything, and there's going to be a charge.
Oh, they did. No, they did. Yeah, he signaled charge, did he not?
Yeah. Apparently maybe Massillon was set up for a screen, and he tried to run through it, so they called him for the charge on that, for trying to run through it.
So Terrell Keys, the 6-foot junior, will inbound. They get it into Lamp. Lamp has it between the circles, dribbling with the left, now back to the right. He'll hand it off to Jackson. Jackson at the elbow. Terrell Keys with it, travels the lane. They kick it around. Here's Knight off the front of the rim, no good. Tipped out of bounds by Xavier Williams, and it'll head over to Linsly.
Yeah, Knight took a three there from Steph Curry land. That was way out there.
Yeah, that was a little heat check for Chris Knight to see if he, was just going to remain absolutely lava hot here in the second half. Linsly breaks the press. Luboa in the lane. The floater's no good. He's another one. Just can't get anything to go here at the Rocket Center.
You know how you get those layups to go? Put them off the glass.
Right, exactly. 3-point shot. Williams, no good. 3 Linsly cadets there, and they couldn't pull it down through Drayshawn Jackson.
Yeah, I think they actually knocked it away from each other, and Jackson just tried a cross-court pass.
He tried to cross-court pass, and it just – I can't stand cross-court passes. I'm just going to put it that way.
When you have that many athletes on the court, a cross-court pass is not going to work.
Yeah.
I mean, and some of those kids are probably defensive backs anyhow on the football field.
Right.
They see it coming.
6'7", 6'3", 6'9", 6'6", 6'7". I'm not cross-court passing. Jonah Vaisbach dribbles it across the timeline. Again, a high-pressure defense, and picking up the quick whistle is Terrell Keys, the 6-foot junior.
Yeah, Keys tried to swing from behind and knock the ball out, but he got the back of the wrist.
Massillon has definitely turned up the intensity here in quarter number 3, just past the midway point, 35-26. Linsly only has 2 points in the third quarter. Luboa, cross-court pass as they swing it in the corner. D.R.E. Goodwin. Goodwin gets it out to Jackson Murray. 3-point shot by Vaisbach hits the top of the glass, but it's rebounded by D.R.E. Goodwin. I think he's going to head to the line. You talk about his size. I mean, just the size and the strength of D.R.E. Goodwin is impressive.
Yeah, I mean, 6'7" junior, and he moves like a 6-foot guard. Like his size and his height does not slow him down at all. And he's got some good handles, and he does a phenomenal job inside.
35-26, making that First Federal Community Bank trip to the foul line is D.R.E. Goodwin, the 6'7" junior, averaging a little under 9 points a game. First shot is good. So D.R.E. Goodwin continues the hot free throw shooting at the First Federal Community Bank foul line for the Linsly Cadets. They are 7 for 7.
And all 5 of his points have come from the foul line.
Second shot is good. 8 for 8 from the First Federal Community Bank foul line.
You're just halfway through the third quarter, and Massillon's already got 3 fouls on them, so they got to watch it. They're going to get into that 2-shot territory.
So crossing the timeline, Xavier Williams, the 5'10 freshman for the Massillon Tigers. They'll give it off to Terrell Keys, the 6-foot junior. Swinging around the perimeter is Knight. Knight, a nice find, and off the window and in by Giorgio Jackson Jr., another 6'2 freshman that averages 7 points a game for the Tigers. Quickly comes Linsly the other way. 3-point shot up, no good. Rebounded by Ruben Salazar, and he has the stick back.
Tell you what, Salazar, for not being a starter and coming off the bench, he's having himself a nice game.
Yeah, he really, really has given them some minutes off the bench here for the Cadets. Chris Knight, the 6'1 junior, has it. He'll dribble with it on the right wing, travel to the foul line, thought about the shot, probably should have taken it, tried to force it into Giorgio Jackson, and they get the second turnover for the Massillon Tigers here in half number 2. 2:44 to play, 39-28, Cadets in front. Salazar being double-teamed. He'll have the turnaround jumper off the rim, no good. Rebound.
He did a nice job right there, backing him down in the paint. Looked like he was going to kick it out. Then he was forced to just throw it up there, and it just rolled around.
Chris Knight has it. Almost threw it away. Good job by Terrell Keys to keep that one in the front court. He'll dribble to the elbow. His shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Giorgio Jackson Jr., the 6'2 freshman, and he's going to go to the foul line.
Yeah, Will Taylor going to pick that foul up. And you like to watch the reaction of a player when he knows the foul was on him before the official even threw the number. I mean, he knew he got him from behind.
So Giorgio Jackson Jr., 6'2 freshman, averaging 7.1 points per game, shoots 69% from the free throw line, and he barely grazed the rim on that one.
Yeah, that's where your legs come into play there.
Both these teams did play Tuesday and Friday. So third game this week for both teams. And that one, a much better looking shot, but he couldn't get it to go. Now a steal by Williams, and he lays it in. Linsly, their 5th turnover. Xavier Williams with the steal and the score. Cuts the lead back to single digits with 2 minutes to play. Murray and Goodwin, a little 2-man game out there, and Goodwin the easy lay-in to put Linsly back up 11. Quickly the other way are the Tigers. Turnaround jumper by Thigpen is no good. Rebounded by Will Taylor of the Cadets. A lot of contact in the backcourt. Taylor has it as he'll get it into the front court and set up the offense. Picked up the dribble there. 11-point basketball game. Murray has it tipped away right into the hands of Vaisbach. Vaisbach back to Taylor, and Taylor, the little floater in the lane, scores. The 6'1 junior averages 15 a game. He's only got 6. Linsly's up 13. 3-point shot is now 10. The lead now 10 as Jada Thigpen nails that one from three-point range, cuts the lead to 10 with 1:16 to play. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout. Back after this on Big Z Sports and Claxon Communications.
The First National Bank of Denison appreciates the hard work and dedication area athletes exhibit to be the best they can be for their team. We follow that same philosophy with our customers, working hard to build personal relationships and making our services convenient. The First National Bank of Denison's community involvement is important to us, and we love supporting our local schools. The First National Bank of Denison, with offices in Denison, Dover, Jeanette Hutton, South Broadway, and Schunbrunn and New Philadelphia. We have our roots where others have their branches. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to the Rocket Center. Chris Gale, Shannon Thomas with you.
Sitting here watching an exciting game. Chris Cale's trying to dance, and the Garraway Pirates have walked into the gymnasium.
I'm making Natalie Holbrook laugh. That's what I'm trying to do. She said Casey was dancing earlier, so I figured that I'd drop it low for her.
Yeah, I was singing some West Virginia Mountain Mama earlier.
It's all good. We're having a good time out here at the Rocket Center. Conotton Valley High School in Bowerston, between Bowerston and Sherridsville. As the Linsly Cadets having a good time too. They're leading by 10 over the Massillon Tigers, 1:16 to play. And again, full court pressure by the Massillon Tigers. Will Taylor has the basketball. 1:08 to play, just gets it across the timeline.
Massillon could find a way to get a stop here and get this under single digits. Going into the fourth quarter, that'd be a big plus for them.
Keckman has it, gives it off to Salazar, and now with it is Weisbach. Weisbach travels to the foul line, almost traveled to the foul line, I should say. And a nice little floater, baseline floater by Keckman is good. 12-point game, 40 seconds remain here in quarter number 3. Jada Stigpen has the basketball on the left wing for Massillon. 3-point shot. Front of the rim, no good. The ball's tipped around and actually recovered by Will Taylor out by the 3-point line of Linsly. 20 seconds to play. Weisbach. Man-to-man defense by Slaughter. They'll get it down on the low block to Salazar. Swing it around 9 seconds. Linsly almost turned it over. Will Taylor, the good recovery. Taylor has it. Shot up. Rattles around the rim, no good. Rebounded by Knight as the quarter comes to an end. We've reached the end of the third quarter. 4's in the air when we come back. 45-33 Cadets lead here on Big Z Sports and Claxon Communications from the Rocket Center.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
Is your vehicle banged up? Do you want fast, professional service to get you back on the road? This is Garrett Jacobs with AutoWorks Collision Center. We service cars, trucks, SUVs, and even semi-trucks and RVs. Whether you need auto glass replacement, paintless dent repair, assistance with warranty and insurance, or just a free estimate, AutoWorks has you covered. We even offer alignments for your heavy-duty vehicles like buses, motorhomes, and semis with our state-of-the-art Hunter alignment system. Call 330-878-4223. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Let AutoWorks of Strasburg work for you.
All right, welcome back to the Rocket Center. The Conotton Valley Classic, all benefiting Braylon Novak Foundation. If you want to know more about Braylon Novak, make sure you get on the social media pages and find out. Make sure you give them a call. Braylon Novak, a great person here at Conotton Valley High School, lost his life way too young. And it's great that we can all come here and pay homage to him and have a great tournament. So, fourth quarter underway. Chris Knight's 3-point shot, no good. And Massillon going to turn it over.
Yeah, Knight missed the shot, got his rebound. Tried to do a little quick pass inside, but Manson wasn't able to control it.
So, again, full court pressure. Luboa has it in the backcourt for the Cadets. Little trap defense. And they break the pressure. Tied up now is Will Taylor.
Going to stay here with Linsly.
We'll stay here with Linsly. So
the first couple minutes of this fourth quarter is going to determine the outcome of this game. Massillon's got to cut into this lead quick and try to slow down the pace of Linsly.
I mean, if they could have got some of these transition buckets to go down, this would be definitely a different basketball game. That and make your foul shots. 3-point shot on the way by Keckman is no good and rebounded by Massillon. Leaking out was Manson, and they couldn't get it to him. Another turnover for Massillon. They're fourth of the second half.
Yeah, that was just trying too much right there.
Yeah. Yeah, they would have been a little bit better to try and just bring it in and set up a half-court offense. 7:14 to play, 45-33, Linsly in front. Keckman has it on the right wing. They'll swing it around. Luboa has it left wing. Luboa finds Keckman on the low block. Keckman working inside. Shot up off the window, no good. Rebounded by Knight.
Nice half-court defense right there by the Tigers.
Really good defense. Massillon's played good defense today. They just can't make their transition buckets. 3-point shot on the way by Thigpen is no good and rebounded by Luboa, who tipped it over to Goodwin. And Keckman had it out of bounds and a turnover for Linsly. They're sixth of the second half. That's one downside to Linsly that I've seen is just turnovers.
Yeah, and there was no reason to try that. He threw it over one teammate's head to another teammate, and he was unable to get to it. You could have just threw it over to Luboa, and the offense would have been continued on.
Right, and you're up 12. You don't need to turn the basketball over at this point. 3-point shot on the way by Slaughter is good in the corner. So Jalen Slaughter cuts the lead back to single digits for the Massillon Tigers. Luboa has it as he'll break the press. He'll give it over to Taylor. Taylor in the corner to Keckman. Goodwin with it on the low block. Here is Taylor for three. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Slaughter. So Massillon trying to cut into this lead with 6 minutes to play, and turning it over is Thigpen. Right idea, just a fastball to Manson, and he couldn't handle it.
Yeah, it was fast, and it was behind him, and there was no way he was going to get a hold of that one. I mean, you got the lead cut right now. Now you just got to quit turning it over.
Right. They got 5 turnovers here in the second half. They only had 4 in the first half. And now Linsly turns it over. Manson has Knight underneath, made a nice pass to him. Knight couldn't handle it. Massillon back on the offense. Knight has it on the low block, has it swatted away by Goodwin. Goodwin has been all over the basketball floor for the Cadets. Will Taylor has it. Now back to Goodwin. Goodwin trying to back down Manson. Goodwin had 4 guys around him, and they got the foul. Goodness gracious.
And the thing is with Goodwin, his size and his ability, he could just pretty much do what he wanted on court, but he is an unselfish player.
Yeah.
You know, he could have tried to back it down in there and go for a shot, and instead he tried to get it to his open teammates and stuff.
Luboa has it. He'll travel the right side of the lane. Shot up easy there for Nassif Luboa. Massillon back down by 11. 47-36, 5:15 to play. Jackson has it. Manson. And now Williams. Xavier Williams, the freshman into the lane. Shot up off the window, no good. Rebounded by Salazar, and he almost turned it over in the backcourt. Will Taylor breaks the press for Linsly. Luboa to Goodwin. Goodwin, the foul line jumper, just didn't fall. And Chris Knight going to chase down the rebound for Massillon.
Goodwin's perfect from the foul line tonight, but missed the jumper from the foul line.
Yeah. Different whenever you're just taking your time, right? Here's leaking out the other end is Will Taylor with the easy lay-in. The little cherry pick there from Taylor.
Yeah, Luboa got the ball down there on the rebound, seen him streaking, made a nice pass.
So Jackson has it at the foul line for Massillon, gives it off to Williams. Xavier Williams into the lane. They'll kick it back out to Knight. 4:16 to play. Halfway through quarter number 4, the lead is 13.
Going to get Luboa on the foul right there. Just too much body into him as he was trying to drive.
Checking in, Zane Kostovic. And checking back in, Euros Petrosic. for the Linsly Cadets. Also Jackson Murray back in. So Massillon had almost as many points in quarter number 3 as they did in the whole first half. Cut into this lead. But Linsly kind of pulling out a little bit the first 4 minutes of this fourth quarter.
Officials waiting for everybody to tie their shoes.
Yeah. And a nice move by Giorgio, and he's going to get the hoop in the harm. Giorgio Jackson Jr. with the nice baseline drive. He got the hoop and harm.
Yeah, and I think they're going to get Lubello on that foul. That's his fourth.
So the leading scorer, Nassif Luboa, the 6'3 senior. I'm sorry, take that back. Second leading scorer, Nassif Luboa, picks up foul number 4. And Giorgio makes that one at the foul line. First made foul shot in the second half for the Massillon Tigers. And the lead is 10. 4:07 to play. Petrosic gets it in to Taylor. Taylor being trapped in the backcourt. Full court trap pressure from Massillon. And we got a timeout. Timeout Linsly. They lead by 10. Just under 4 minutes to play. We'll take a 30-second timeout. Back after this on Big Z Sports.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
Welcome back to Conotton Valley High School. Doing a little singing up in here. Nothing wrong with that, right? I love the oldies, man.
Hey, you got to like it when somebody our age gets control of the music.
Exactly. The Herminator down there, of course, head coach for the Conotton Redskins. They played yesterday here at the Rocket Center. And back underway, 49-39. Massillon doing a great job of this pressure. Linsly finally broke it. With it is Kostovich, and they'll swing it around. Here's Goodwin. Goodwin travels to the foul line. Almost turned over right there. Head coach Wojcik put his arms up like, dude, what are you doing? And Manson has the rebound.
Bodies all over the floor right there.
Kids playing hard. Giorgio Jackson Jr. gives it off to Drayshawn Jackson. Jackson in the lane. Turnaround jumper. No good. And here comes the leak out by Jackson Murray. He gets it up ahead to Will Taylor. Taylor lays it in, and it's 51-39.
I tell you, Linsly does a nice job passing the ball around in transition. It seems like they get their turnovers whenever they're trying to dribble it.
Well, looks like Manson going to pick up the foul there. So turnover for Massillon on the screen. Illegal screen, I will say. 3:03 to play, 51-39. Linsly in control of this one with 3 minutes to go. Goodwin, who's been a really good presence this afternoon for the Linsly Cadets, brings it across the timeline. Now the turnaround jumper is good by Zane Kostovich in the lane.
Kostovich, a 6'5" senior for the Cadets.
Yeah, and he's got some size on him as well, doesn't he? Not just the height, but the build.
I just wonder if he played D-line on a football team.
He better have. 3-point shot in the corner by Terrell Keys is good. 53-42, timeout on the floor, brought to you by the Cush Financial Group. We'll keep it right here. And, I'll tell you what, it's been fun. It's been a fun first game, and looking forward to Garaway and Martins Ferry coming up in game number 2.
Yeah, and I've actually seen both of those teams this year multiple times. I watched Garraway play Indian Valley, and I watched Martins Ferry play Indian Valley, and two really good basketball teams. And you guys ought to have a lot of fun on that one. I think Martins Ferry has got some talent on that team that's good. They just might not have the overall talent that Garraway has. So it's going to be an interesting job to see which coaches get their teams ready for this game.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good basketball game too. I mean, look, Garraway got a big piece in Gabe Amicone back the other night, and he's going to help them out tremendously. Garraway has not had the start to the season that they wanted.
Yeah, and like you said, a big piece back. We were talking, me and Nick and Joe were on that game the other night. Me and Nick were wondering how much playing time he would get. Well, he was having such a good game that they didn't bring him out. Like he had a phenomenal game.
Yeah, he really did. Be interesting to see what he does here after just playing on Friday night. See if he's got his legs back underneath him as they get ready to go here against Martins Ferry in about 45 minutes or so. So getting the ball in was Linsly. They break the pressure. Kostovic underneath, double teamed, off the window, no good. And he's going to head to the foul line, kind of holding his head a little bit there. But he got slapped in the face.
Yeah, they did it. They did a nice job getting the ball into him. I thought somebody was going to get a steal, and then he ended up getting it back.
So Zane Kostovic, 6'5 senior, will head to the First Federal Community Bank foul line. Linsly up 53-42, 2:18 to play. First shot's good. Linsly still yet to miss a free throw. I've been trying to put the kibosh on them, and it's not working. That tells you how good they are. Kostovic has it, takes 3 dribbles, and got it to go. A perfect 10 for 10 now are the Linsly cadets from the First Federal Community Bank foul line. Massillon will get it in, trailing by 13 with 2 minutes to go. Thigpen has it. He'll hand it off to Knight. Knight, the foul line jumper is good. Chris Knight averaging 23 a game, just shy of that at 16. Now a turnover for Linsly, and the shot up no good. But heading to the foul line after the steal and the shot was Terrell Keys. So Keys is giving them some good minutes off the bench here today as well.
Yeah, a lot of kids coming off the bench for both of these teams. In the area where we're at, we don't see teams with the amount of depth that these two teams have. I mean, their benches are deep.
Depth or size.
Yes. Definitely the size. The IBC does not have the size that this team has.
No, 6'7", 6'3", 6'9", 6'6", 6'7", 6'5", 6'3", 6'6", just to name a few. Massillon, again, we'll just say not very good at the foul line here this afternoon.
Yeah, their coach isn't going to be happy about the amount of foul shots they've missed.
No, they're probably going to shoot a few. Let's just say they're 4 for 10 here in the ball game. 2 for 5 both halves. As Linsly will try to get it in, 10-point game, 2 minutes on the button left in this one. Full court pressure from Massillon, trying to force that turnover. See if they can cut into this. Luboa has it. He'll dribble to the foul line. I thought he traveled. But nonetheless, Linsly will keep the basketball. 1:42 to play. Playing a little keep away.
Good
are the cadets.
Good one with a no-look pass across the court right there.
And finally a foul. And now we got a little jawing out there between Will Taylor and Jadis Thigpen.
Yeah, I don't think Taylor liked the way that he was fouled right there. He's saying you could have just come up and hit me, but instead you kind of went high on it.
Kind of went into the throat there.
And Taylor didn't move, didn't back down, so the referees got to it quick and got it under control.
Yeah, it's all right. A little friendly competition. And they're going to call the foul on Jadis Thigpen. I kind of was watching those two, was you?
Yeah.
I kind of had my eyes on those two after the little fracas there at the midcourt.
And the thing is, we weren't the only two. The referee standing right behind him. He knew something was going to happen, so he
I saw that move on OPL last night. Thigpen had Will Taylor kind of wrapped up with his arms back. I saw that after some handcuffs were put on last night on OPL. But nonetheless, it's 55-45, 1:29 to play as Taylor knocks in the first one from the First Federal Community Bank foul line. 5 for 5 in the second half, 6 for 6 in the first half. Can Will Taylor make it 12 for 12 from the First Federal Community Bank foul line for the Linsly Cadets? And he didn't.
You kiboshed him.
Finally got the kibosh to where, oh, no, they called a lane violation.
So he gets another shot to go back to being perfect.
He does. He gets another opportunity. So we'll see if Taylor can make this one. And he does.
That's
so no Kale kibosh.
Taylor's 12th point of the game.
Here's Williams to the foul line, 1:23 to play, 57-45, 12-point game, Linsly in front. Chris Knight has it. Looks like Linsly's going to move to 10-0 on the season. 3-point shot by Jackson is no good. Rebounded by Salazar. Linsly going to go to 10-0. Massillon going to drop their second game in the week. They will fall to 7-2.
Salazar coming off the bench. That's his 5th rebound by my account.
Yeah. Salazar's done a nice job giving them some good minutes. Kostovich has given them some good minutes off the bench. Vaisbach, who just checked in, and Jackson Murray as well.
Luboa going to take a seat. He's had himself a pretty nice game.
Yeah, good-looking ball player is Nassif Luboa. So Manson has it left wing. He'll swing it around in the corner. Shot by Knight is no good, and another rebound by Goodwin. And Goodwin turned it over. And the hoop and the harm for Terrell Keys.
And like we talked about right there, that's been the problem with Linsly. The only problem in this game with them is the amount of turnovers. Yeah. And you got to correct that by the time tournament time gets here. It'll come back to bite you.
Yeah, they're sitting on 17 right now. 17 turnovers for the Linsly Cadets. As Keys is going to make that one the N1 from the foul line for Massillon. Massillon continues to trap. They trail by 9, 35 seconds to play. Almost got the turnover, and they'll get the foul. Oh, no, they called timeout, so no foul. 32.2 seconds to play. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout back after this on Big Z Sports.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
Welcome back to the Rocket Center. Chris Gale, Shannon Thomas here with you. As we've got about 30 seconds to play in this one. Linsly up by 9 over the Massillon Tigers. It's been a pretty good basketball game. Linsly, their size definitely has mattered, and Massillon just can't make some of those transition buckets. This could be a different ball game.
Yeah,
that and foul shots.
And the size really mattered in that first quarter. You know, they didn't adjust well in the first quarter. Massillon missed a lot of shots, and for some reason Chris Knight was on the bench a lot in the second quarter. Don't know what the reason was for that, but they fought themselves back.
So Linsly has the basketball, 28 seconds. Will Taylor turned it over.
Yeah, Taylor had to turn it over to keep from traveling. He should have just took the travel.
Jackson finds Williams. Williams off the glass and in. Xavier Williams, the 5'10 freshman, knocks that one in. Cuts the lead to 7 with 17.4 to play. And maybe just a little too late for the Massillon Tigers.
A little too late, but I've seen stranger things happen one time. Reggie Miller for the Pacers one time. I can't remember how many points it was, but it was a lot in about 12 seconds.
I think it was, what was that, 8? I think it was 8. I think he hit 2 threes and then a layup. So I think it was 8 seconds or 8 points in like 6 seconds, 6 or 8 seconds.
It was crazy.
Yeah, but I don't think there's any Reggie Millers in here.
And all you young kids listening, all these young kids that are listening now are going to go Google Reggie Miller.
Yeah, probably. Loved Reggie Miller. I used to love it when he would give Spike Lee the choke sign in the Garden. Yeah, I was a Reggie Miller fan. My wife hated Reggie Miller. He had one of the worst shot releases ever, though. The crossover, it's terrible.
And the funny thing is, I sit and I watch people on social media debate who's the greatest of all time between LeBron and MJ. And
there's no comparison.
And I sit back and think of how lucky I was to grow up and got to watch Larry Bird and Magic Johnson and Michael Jordan, Isaiah Thomas.
Yep.
And then now I get to watch, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James. I got to watch a lot of great basketball players.
Again, I would have loved to have gotten to watch Wilt Chamberlain play, Pistol Pete, those guys. I wish I could have got to see them play. But Oscar Robertson, But nonetheless, you're right. We've got to see a lot of great people, great basketball players play in the NBA. Michael Jordan's the GOAT, by the way.
Oh yeah, he'll always be the good. You can have all the stats in the world, but I'll take the best player.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely, no doubt about it. 57-50, 13.2 to play. And Linsly looking to close this one out. Actually, it is a 3-possession ball game, so don't think Massillon's going to get it back 3 times. But Weisbach going to head to the foul line, looking for Linsly to stay perfect, and they do.
Incredible foul shooting by Linsly.
Yeah, you think? So Jonah Weisbach, the 6'2 senior, will look to make it a perfect 14 for 14 from the line for the Cadets and push the lead to 9 with 13.2 to play. Again, Linsly looking to go 10-0, and they do stay perfect. Williams will bring it across the timeline. He'll travel right down the lane on the right side. A nice drive and score for Xavier Williams. And like we talked about, good-looking freshman out of the, Massillon Tigers.
Yeah, I mean, he did an outstanding job right there with his body control and stuff, but it's just going to be a little too late.
Yeah, it's going to be a little too late here for Massillon as they've definitely put up a fight, couldn't get some transition buckets to go. Definitely need to improve from the foul line, but a lot for head coach Josh Hose to be able to work on. He's got a lot of good athletes on this team.
Yeah, and like I said, watching these two programs with these deep benches, that's how you build for the future. You got to get enough kids out, enough kids to buy into your program. And the issue, I think, with both of these teams and these deep benches is the amount of talent that they have. And sometimes it's hard to keep kids in a program when you got that much talent because somebody's got to sit. Because this isn't football where 11 guys get on the field, only 5 get on at a time.
So Linsly will inbound. Jackson Murray from his own baseline gets it into Luboa. 4 seconds, and we'll get the foul.
Yeah, Knight just grabbed the hold and wrapped him up.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but 59-52 with 3.1 to play. He'll put Luboa at the foul line. I think they're just trying to put the Massillon kibosh on him.
Yeah, maybe they're just trying to break the perfect record. They got a little foul shot.
The Massillon kibosh. Luboa from the foul line, and it worked. There it is. First missed free throw for the Linsly Cadets on the afternoon.
And I was getting ready to say that our Mac and Turf Realty player of the game should probably be the foul line shooting coach.
Yeah.
But they missed one, so now he don't get the shirt.
Nope, he don't get the shirt now. Luboa makes the second. 19 of 20. No, not quite 19 of 20. We'll total them up. 60-52. Linsly gets the win over the Massillon Tigers. And when we come back quickly on our Dumont Sporting Goods postgame show, we will total up the stats and announce our Mac and Turf Realty player of the game. Linsly moves to 10-0. Massillon drops to 7-2. Second game on the way right after this on Big Z Sports.
Fox's Pizza Den in Baltic is under new ownership and management and offer dine-in, carry-out, delivery, and catering services. Fox's menu provides choices with gourmet and hand-tossed pizzas, strombolis, oven-baked hoagies, their famous wedge sandwiches, salads, and more. Fox's is open Tuesday through Thursday 4 to 8, Friday 11 to 9, including lunch specials, and Saturday 2 to 9. To order, call 897-5004 or online at foxespizza.com and earn those Den points. Enjoy the game and go Pirates!
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes and teams good luck this winter.
Novelis Urixville is the world leader in aluminum recycling, and they need you. They have immediate openings for general laborers, equipment operators, and various skilled trade positions. They'll start you at $22 per hour or higher. There are advancement opportunities, and Novelis offers industry-leading benefits. To apply or find out more, go to novelis.com/careers and search Urixville. That's novelis.com/careers and search Urixville. Novelis is an equal opportunity employer.
Are you neglecting your building's 5th wall? Did you know something as simple as a clogged drain can lead to a destructive roof leak? Protect your business assets with WM Commercial Roofing's Umbrella Care program. This program will provide you with regular maintenance surveys and repairs to extend the life of your roof. Invest in your business with our top quality materials, advanced techniques, and skilled craftsmanship. Are you ready for a reliable partnership? Visit our website, wmcommercialroofing.com, and follow us on Facebook and Instagram to learn more.
Altman is here for you, in your community, because you matter. We're proud to be the area's first and only independent health system. We are one team, joined together and committed to one mission, to lead our community to improved health. And we've always been here, dedicated to providing you with the very best in care, wellness, education, insurance, and more. For your community and for your family, Altman is always here for you.
Welcome back to the Rocket Center. Our Dumont Sporting Goods postgame show. Chris Kale and Shannon Thomas here with you. We will roll through our stats, announce our McInturf Realty Player of the Game, and get out of here because game number 2 coming up in about 20 minutes or so. So turnovers, Linsly had 18 total turnovers, Massillon with 10. Massillon from the First Federal Community Bank foul line was 5 of 11 at 45%, and Linsly 15 of 16 at 94% from the charity stripe. And Shannon, I know you have the totals, and then we'll announce our McInturf Realty Player of the Game for individual stuff. Sorry.
Yeah, Will Taylor for the Linsly Cadets had 12 points, 3 rebounds. Luca Keckman had 12 points. Ruben Salazar had 4 points, but most impressively, he had 7 rebounds. DRA Goodwin had 8 points, 6 rebounds, 3 big blocks. And for the Massillon Tigers, Chris Knight had 19 points. He had 8 rebounds. Xavier Williams, 9 points, 2 rebounds. And Terrell Key, 7 points, 2 rebounds.
All right. Thank you very much, Shannon Thomas. And our McInturf Realty Player of the Game, we went back and forth on a couple of them, and I think we picked the right one.
Yeah, the guy had an outstanding game. He was all over the place. And 6'7" junior, DRA Goodwin, 8 points, 6 rebounds, 3 blocks. Most importantly, 6 for 6 from the foul line, and just an outstanding player altogether. Sometimes it ain't about the points total, it's about the all-around package, and that young man brought the all-around package tonight.
Yes, he did. Our McInturf Realty Player of the Game, 6'7" junior, DRA Goodwin from the Linsly Cadets. And that's going to do it for our first broadcast here, wrapping up our Dumont Sporting Goods postgame show. Shannon, your final thoughts on the first game of the afternoon.
Hey, what an outstanding game. I know at times Linsly was able to pull away. Massillon with the fight to get back into it. Both of these teams got a lot of talent, a lot of young talent. and looking forward to what both of these programs can do when the state tournament starts.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting as we get down to it. Thank you again for joining us for the first of two games here today at the Rocket Center from the Conotton Valley Classic as the Linsly Cadets improve to 10-0 on the season with a 60-52 win over the Massillon Tigers, who dropped to 7-2. Today's Mac and Turf Realty player of the game was 6'7" junior D.R.A. Goodwin, 8 points, 6 rebounds, 3 blocks, and a perfect 6 for 6 from the foul line. Coming up from the Rocket Center, the Garraway Pirates and the Martins Ferry Purple Riders right here on Claxon Communications and Big Z Sports. Coming up next, for Shannon Thomas, I am Chris Gale saying, see you in about 20 minutes.
Thanks for watching this Claxon Communications production of high school sports on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. For the latest news and scores, follow Big Z Sports on Facebook, on Twitter at @Big_Z Sports, and on Instagram. Don't miss any of the live stream coverage all season long by simply subscribing for free to Big Z Sports on our YouTube channel. For the best in high school sports coverage, there is only one Big Z Sports.